Welcome to the final segment of DermTV Viewer Questions Week for September 2013. Today's episode will feature questions from DermTV YouTube viewers and DermTV.com viewers. Hello, I'm Dr. Neil Schultz, and welcome to DermTV. I'm going to start today with questions from YouTube viewers. Zmijanac asks on the episode, "Can you exfoliate dark skin? Hello, is there a way to help linea nigra disappear faster after childbirth? Would an AHA product make a difference? Could you give us a little bit more information about this?" Dragana, the linea nigra, of course, is a dark line that goes up and down the middle of your body, from the belly button down to the pubic area, even above the belly button, up onto your stomach, and even to the chest. It's caused by pregnancy hormones. The same estrogens that fuel your pregnancy seem to sensitize certain pigment cells, which can give you the mask of pregnancy, darkness on the nipples, and the linea nigra. And once you've given birth and those pregnancy hormones stop, you still have the darkness that's there. And to get rid of that darkness, the most effective way is with an AHA product, which is an exfoliant. And of course, I believe that glycolic is the gold standard of exfoliants, and a bleach. You're going to use the AHA product, whether it's glycolic or lactic, and help remove the extra layers of dead cells that already have all that extra brown pigment which have accumulated during your pregnancy. And you're going to use the bleach, whether it's a hydroquinone-based bleach or a botanical-based bleach or even a kojic acid-based bleach, to stop the pigment cells from producing more and more of this extra brown pigment. It will take a few months for the linea nigra to fade, but it will go away. But just one caveat: if you're nursing, if you're breastfeeding, that will simulate the hormonal state of pregnancy, and therefore that will continue fueling the linea nigra, so even more of a reason to use that bleach to slow down those overactive pigment cells. Coral QW asking about DermTV Viewer Questions for August 2013. Is it normal to have burn marks on areas after laser hair removal? Definitely not. You shouldn't be burned after laser hair removal. If the machine is adjusted properly, all of the energy will go into the hair, and none of that energy should damage the skin. Laser hair removal's success is predicated on the difference between color of hair and skin. So the hair has to be darker, so it will absorb the energy. If your skin is getting burned, the machine is not being used properly, or the technician is not doing it properly, and you should get a second opinion. You should question the technician, or you should go to a different source for your laser hair removal. Helen Vong about removing acne scars. Great video, Dr. Schultz. We're fans of the ProFractional Laser for acne scars that are crater-like. What are your thoughts on this laser? Helen, I use it at least once a week to treat crater-type acne scars in my patients. We get great results, and I love it. Not a lot of downtime, usually 5-6 days, you're back into makeup, and I think it's a really, really good machine. So if you're thinking of having it done, just make sure that whoever is doing it for you has a lot of experience with it, and ask to speak with some of his or her patients who've had the procedure done. My Rabbit is Pink asks about the episode on can you make your own vitamin C serum. So are you saying that any products with, quote, ascorbic acid, end quote, on the INCI list are really just pointless to use? My Rabbit is Pink is referring to the fact that I said that esters of vitamin C, like tetrahexadecyl ascorbate and methylsilyl ascorbate, work better than plain vitamin C acid or ascorbic acid, having to do with stability, penetration, and irritation. But I didn't say that ascorbic acid and the non-esters don't work at all. They just don't work as well as the esters. So if the INCI list says that it has ascorbic acid, it's a valid and legitimate product, but it just may not last as long, it may not penetrate as well, and it may not work as well. But that doesn't mean you can't use it, and I'm not saying that they don't work at all. I just think the esters work better. So let's go on to DermTV.com viewers' questions, and the first is from Rod, and he says, "Hi, I'm on Accutane at the moment for cystic acne. Over the years, I've been left with bad scarring, mainly ice pick, but some are like raised hard lumps. Is there anything I can do to remove some of the scarring? And if so, do I have to wait till I finish Accutane? And if so, how long after the use of Accutane? A lot of questions there, but the bottom line is you should be waiting at least 6 months until after you're finished with Accutane for any laser procedures, and probably 4 to 6 months if you're going to have any surgery done for those acne scars. So, as we just mentioned, for the crater-type acne scars, lasers work very well, whether it's the ProFractional, which is an erbium-based laser, or CO2 lasers. But there are lots of good lasers that help stimulate collagen in the crater-type scars, but you've got to wait anywhere from 6 to 12 months for laser treatments. And if you have ice pick type scars, then those need to be actually excised, and again, I would wait a while. If you have raised scars, that's very different. Raised scars can be treated with cortisone injections and other lasers that do not require your waiting after your Accutane. Amanda asks, I know that you aren't a fan of using retinol as a general rule, but my skin seems to respond well to it without any irritation. Amanda, I never argue with success. I heard an esthetician say that it is not good to use retinol products continuously, but that it's better to use it just episodically. Is there any truth in that? I don't think so, Amanda. I don't think retinol, retinoids, retin-A are any different than any other exfoliants, chemical exfoliants, like glycolic or lactic, in the sense that usually once you become accustomed to them, you use them in a sustained and regular fashion, and I see no reason why you can't use your retinol on a regular basis without interruption, as long as your skin, first of all, tolerates it, and second of all, you like the results. Kelly says, I've been using Paula's Choice Okay, we're going to skip that and we're going to go right on to Nicole. Nicole says, I purchased the tria almost a year ago, but haven't even taken it out of the box. I get horrible ingrowns on my chin, made worse by my constant tweezing. So there are two main problems. Number one, the first being how to get the hair to the surface to be lasered. And the second issue is that my skin is so sensitive on my chin from the constant ingrowns that I'm not sure it would be safe to use the tria. 3, also, I should mention, every piece of info I've read about laser hair removal states you have to shave prior to lasering. I refuse to shave my chin area. Why can't I just cut the hairs closest to the skin rather than shave them to the same length? I made it into my 20s without a single blemish, now in my 30s, and my face is pretty badly scarred, even a permanent pinker color on my chin from all of the constant ingrowns and extractions. Nicole, this is such a common problem. Let's go backwards in your questions. Every piece of information says about having to shave prior to lasering. Well, you don't have to shave. You can use a depilatory. You can have those hairs cut close. It doesn't have to be shaved. The point is, you don't want the hairs above the surface of the skin. They will steal the laser energy and burn your skin. You want the hairs below the surface to get all of the energy so that they die, which takes us to your other question. And that is, do you have to get the skin, the hair, to the surface of the skin to be lasered? No. It doesn't matter where in the skin your hairs are. So the whole point of lasering ingrowns is to kill the ingrowns that are below the surface of the skin. They don't have to come up to the top, which addresses your third question, which is that the skin on your chin is so sensitive from the constant ingrowns, you're not sure it would be safe. Well, we don't want you to be picking at that skin. You don't need to get the hairs out to either cut them. If you're going to use the tria, which works pretty much with the same technology as laser technology, you can use it on the bumps. You can use it on the hairs that are below the surface of the skin. You don't need to shave. All you need to do is just cut it close at the surface of the skin, take the tria out of the box. It's a pretty good machine, and see how it works. Start in a small area. There's no reason not to use it. So that's it for this month's Viewer Questions Week. And don't forget, the subjects from so many DermTV episodes come from your questions, which are great. So please keep sending them in, and I'll keep answering as many of them as I can. Please join me again at DermTV.com. If you have a question, please send it to me by visiting DermTV.com/question. I'm Dr. Neil Schultz, and thank you for watching today.